Yes, when you play a goalless draw, you're a little bit caught in between. First game you want to win. On the other side, you must be also satisfied from a defensive point of view. You didn't concede a goal. We were at the beginning, yes, a little bit crampy, not so light-feeted like in training. I don't know, was it maybe the over-excitement to play? We know that we want a new start in football, so it looked a little bit that the legs at the beginning was a little bit heavy. On the right side we had there some problems, but I think the longer the game grew, we also grew in confidence. Yet there's still a lot of space for improvement, no doubt. But a difficult opponent to play against. We anticipated exactly how they played. They want to drag you out. You make a mistake in your pressing, they can overplay you. Then they're very strong in running, and then they beat you. And then they hardly concede a goal. Once they're up a goal, then it's going to be very difficult against them. That's how they collected a point against Ivory Coast. That's how they played the last 6 games. And when you look at their results, it was actually... Well, I think we can be satisfied. If I'm honest, maybe we would have deserved a win a little bit more, but they also had chances. Our 2 old lads saved us in these 2 moments. One time Kama and Washington. Yeah. So that's for experience. Absolute, for me, absolute. For me, absolute top class today. He tried to initiate attacks. He helped in defense. He was a defender in that moment. We lost a little bit due to the lack of time. We lost organization. One defender came to the right side where he had actually nothing to do, and Kama saw it. He spotted it. He went back and made at the right moment a professional foul. It was a yellow card, yes, but therefore he's a professional. And Washington also done in that moment. So the 2 old lads actually are brought in. I'm very happy that I did it. First of all, the team really performed as a team. They gave everything. They performed good, not great, but in my opinion good from a defensive point of view. So we still have to, first of all, task is to recover. Normally you will have 1 session, they need 2 days to get their legs fresh, and then in the 3rd day you can train something. 1 day before a game, you cannot do too much. A lot of training will be in the conference room, in the meeting room. That's for sure. There where training also will take place. We need to analyze, of course. They need to apply their game intelligence, their experience that they can rectify with instructions, and not much with training their mistakes and improve their good points. But sure, we will have to improve against Cameroon a few things. Cameroon is a different caliber if they come with their best team. There's no doubt about that. The pitch is really good. It was raining. This was the first time now since 5 days where, I think in the second half, where I saw a piece of grass actually being pulled out of the ground. And I think the pitch is good. Really, we cannot complain of anything. A few players, I must see what shoes they had on. 2-3 times we had there some slipperies, which is dangerous. Yeah? But overall, we cannot complain about that. If we start that, where will we end? Look, from a coaching position, you don't have the best view if the decisions are always right. You think you have the best view. When it's against your team, you protest, he made a mistake and so. But I think he officiated very calm. The yellow card against Kama was correct, yes. Against Gerald, yes, you can give. He didn't overreact because their bench was always jumping up with every referee decision, so he stayed calm. I think the referee had a good game. He didn't get nervous or so. I think one time they wanted to dive for a penalty. Again, but the coaching bench position is not the best to really evaluate a referee's performance. It's very subjective. You were maybe on the stands, had a better view, but you could solid, no real mistakes, and a good game from him. Yeah, I mean, look, we played away from home. We play all games away from, but we felt the support. Maybe the players had a little bit, sometimes you can something have like a stage fright element or so. But at the beginning, I felt a little bit, when you want to do things too good, then it can someone a little bit be crampy. And really, in training, we had a little bit fresher and lighter legs, I think. No? So I think it must have come from that. We feel the support and the excitement. Sometimes when you're over excitement, it can be dangerous. I'm happy. First of all, the last 2 games against was lost, and I can tell you, this was a moon landing for us, with 2 training sessions with the whole squad, 2 with a half squad, when Monday it was more recovery session. There was a lot going on in the conference room, and it was dangerous, very dangerous to overload the player with information. So I really tried to balance that, but you cannot give too little information. And when we substituted, I had a little bit feeling that we set piece, and so we could lose a little bit organization. But it didn't happen, maybe 1 or 2 times, and at the end, no, of course we want to play to win, but the opponent also, and we must take it as it is. It was a draw, a 0-0.